What's up guys, it's Brandon Childs, and today we're going over an exercise called the shoulder press. Now while this exercise isn't very advanced in any kind of way, there are a lot of different variations of it, a lot of which cause more harm than good. So the way that I'm going to teach you is how to properly stabilize your core and your pelvis in order to help generate more force overhead, and also the proper shoulder mechanics to make sure that you're not potentially injuring yourself and that you're working the right muscles for the movement. The best way to perform a shoulder press is in a tall kneeling position. This is because if you do it standing on your feet, a lot of the times you'll be pushing through your legs to help generate the force, which is going to take away from your abs and shoulder strength. The other way you'll see a lot of people doing it is sitting on a bench with their back resting. Now obviously this doesn't have any functional benefits outside of that because you're not required to have any kind of core stability to generate the force. The best way to do it is tall kneeling because it makes it a lot easier to focus on your hip engagement and your ab engagement to help with the movement. So the first thing you want to do is basically make sure that your pelvis is rotated up in the front. What this does is it forces you to engage your glutes and turns your lower back off to keep you from using that to generate force. Now the next thing you want to do is, once that's up in the front, is make sure that your shoulders are engaged in the back. What this does is it helps your scap muscles to help you stabilize with the motion to make sure that you're not overly working the front. Now the next part, it's easier to tell you the wrong way to do it than it is to tell you the right way. So generally the wrong way to do it, regardless of your palm position, is if you're pressing up and you feel the weight going in front of your elbow like that. So if you're pressing up with your hands palm facing forward, you're pressing up like that, you're not using any of the back of your shoulder to press up, and you're using a lot of the front, which is a lot of cause of those common shoulder injuries and shoulder impingements and things like that. You always want to make sure that your elbow is being engaged forward as you press up to help get that support from the back of the shoulder and your scap. So the easiest way to do that is generally having your hand neutral like that with your elbow pointing straight forward, where you don't have to worry about which way it's going. If you feel your elbow twisting out like that, always make sure that's pointing forward to get that scap and posterior delt support as you press up. Now when it comes to doing it with one dumbbell or two dumbbells, I always recommend doing it with one dumbbell. This is because when you have it in one hand like this and you begin to press up, what you'll notice is you'll tend to want to lean to one side to press the weight up. You have to really engage this oblique on this side, and now you're getting even more of a unilateral core workout as you do the range of motion, versus if you do it with both hands, it makes it more easy for you to want to lean back, and it makes it a lot more difficult to isolate those specific core muscles that you want to use to help engage the movement. So I always say use one side at a time because it's just going to benefit you more and help you become a lot more stronger and functional for any kind of activity that you may be doing. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or requests, make sure you leave them in the comments so that I can continue to make content that will bring out your ultra instinct.